The work itself, what it's done is brought me a lot of clarity, um, regarding my professional life and, trying to really figure out and navigate the ins and outs of my decision making, um, and what course of action to take. Um, what are the appropriate methods to dealing with the conflicts that I have in both my professional and personal life?
Cool. And has there anything in this work that's been, I guess, somewhat surprising that you didn't expect going into it?
Yeah, I mean, uh, a lot of the swift, I'm going to say, pushes towards the directions that I've taken. And just really the decisions that I made weren't expected, but they did work out for me.
So like things that you wouldn't have thought of, or directions that you were like, wow, it's not what I've been comfortable doing, but somehow it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. Stepping out of my comfort zone and just making those decisions, paying a large amount for that bookkeeping service, and it worked out like a charm. And I've been putting it off for so long because I was afraid of what was going to happen. And it ended up working out. And now I'm, in a much better position thanks to you.
I mean, it's definitely impacted, I mean, every aspect of life from just personal relationships, or with others, with myself, how I approach situations. And it's this realization of these these areas where um, things that I was avoiding were um, it was almost like keeping me stuck and preventing me from really being like truly happy and 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 feeling like anything was possible and not being afraid of situations. I think now it's like as I do things that they're in the moment very uncomfortable, but I also know it's going to be okay. And then once I'm on the other side of that, then the benefit is just really indescribable because you're just almost like a different person.
You're helping me find my voice and use it. Um, Helping me look at things differently, helping me to have clarity in the situations that come up in my life that are challenging. You don't pass judgment on what everybody else is doing. You're just empowering me to figure out how can I handle it better? How can I be empowered? How can I be peaceful? How can I play to my strengths? Um, and be at peace with whatever the outcome is and kind of be in a better flow of life.
You've got one life to live. All the parts are important. Like I think doing this kind of work is really important. Um, and I think that doing this kind of work where you're looking at all the different parts and integrating is one of the most valuable things that you can do for yourself. Because if you're really successful in one area, which I think for at least, Western culture, it's like if you're financially successful or, reputation, career-wise successful, then you basically made it. But if you made it at the expense of all the other areas, then was it worth it? Was that a life that you're willing to, live and be proud of? And I think that the other areas are worth exploring and will enrich the pieces that you think are important to start with.
If you were asked 2 years ago if the kind of healing and integration and the way the conflicts that you've had have been resolved, if you would you have thought that that was possible almost 2 years ago?
No, no. Well, I say that too quickly. Maybe I would have had hope that at some point this will feel better, or not be as acute or challenging as it was. But I probably wasn't in a mindset where I'm like, yeah, 2 years from now, I'm gonna feel at peace with this area. That that would have been, I probably would have met a statement like that with some heavy skepticism of like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that that's possible. Um, and and I've made like significant progress in ways that feel right to me, that feel kind of internally consistent with my values. So I don't feel like I had to almost like subscribe to somebody else's system to find this healing. It just like it kind of worked through me and flowed out of me. And I would describe it as in connection with God as well, which is language that would have been challenging for me a couple years ago also. Um, so yeah, I absolutely stand on the, little plateau of where I've come to so far and look back and realize like, wow, that was that was a journey I just never expected to take. That's been really good for me.